Hey guys, I can't even hear myself. Welcome back to my channel. So today, can you guess what we are going to be creating? Maybe the earmuffs give it away, I'm not sure. But we're gonna be doing a ski girl makeup look. I feel like it's ski season and I've been seeing loads of people on the slopes having the time of their lives, and I thought, do you know what? I wanna create a makeup look. If I was skiing, what would I do to my makeup? And yeah, this is what I came up with. So stay tuned and let's get started. I'm gonna be starting by prepping my skin. Sorry if my voice goes a bit raspy. I don't know why it just keeps like going into this like crispy, crusty tone. But it's probably the cold. I just can't believe how cold it is in the UK. It's the wind. It will say it's 6 degrees, but feels like -3 just because of how windy it is. Let's go straight into our skincare. I've currently been using this brand for probably like 3 weeks now, and my skin is quite sensitive, so I can react. And to be honest with you, I had a tiny, what would you say, like purge, but I trusted it because I started to use an exfoliator part of this brand also, which is phenomenal. Do your research. Sapphire Dust. The exfoliator is the first of its kind, and it is just so beautiful. The thing with me is like I start to actually rub really hard, and then I realize, well, that's silly because the exfoliator kind of does it for you, so you're not meant to actually go harder. But that was my lesson learned. This is the Sapphire Dust Illuminating Serum. I'm just gonna pop a couple of pumps. My skin is really thirsty this time of year. Oh my goodness. I can just feel how dry it is. Oh, that is so much better. It is currently Christmas Eve, and I'm filming this now for you, and I'm gonna actually get it out for you as well, just because it's been such a busy period. So I had my birthday week, which took up a whole weekend. And then we had in the week our 2-year wedding anniversary. So that took up a couple of days. We also, you would have seen, went to Munich. So we posted that vlog. But yeah, it's just been like, December's quite a busy month and it's so hard to get filming in. I'd rather like actually be intentional about what I'm gonna get out for you guys. This was the moisturizer, by the way. It feels so nice on the skin, and I just love that it's not like wet and it soaks into my skin straight away. But you can see where I've got a little bit of redness. My skin's, I think I'm hormonal at the moment anyway, so as you can see, matey over here, have a little moment. You know I love this foundation. I'm going to be going in with the Westman Atelier, and this is the stick foundation. I've actually been using it a different way. So in my previous tutorials, you would have seen that I was just swiping it onto my face and then blending it out. I've actually now been just picking it up with the foundation brush and wiping it on. And that way, I feel more in control of the product. And I'm also just like buffering it really into the skin. So I'm using minimal, if that makes sense. Look at that. Straight away, it just evens out the skin tone and looks so beautiful on the skin, but natural. This is definitely my new favorite way of applying this. I'd love to know if you've tried this actually, this brand. I wear a lot of foundations, as in I go back and forth from a few, I'll go back to the liquids, but I keep coming back to this. Like, for example, I just had a christening on the weekend, and I chose to wear this as my base. I was dancing. The room was so hot, like it felt like a furnace. It was baking, and I was profusely sweating because I was wearing like a long sleeve as well. And not once did I need to put any powder on my face. And that is definitely due to this foundation, because that doesn't happen with any other base. I will start to glow till it looks like I am a £1 coin. Look how nice it goes on when you just kind of like apply it straight from the brush. A little bit down the neck. Also, these are my little Christmas nails that I thought I would do. Very cute. Because we want that kind of like goggle effect, I am now going to basically like bronze, but in a very different place. So I'm gonna almost put it a tiny bit higher. And we want to bring it a little bit into the cheek, just like that. And then just on the tip of the nose. And then if you do want to contour, as usual, just put it in those places that you do want a tiny bit of chiseling and defining, and we'll go onto the forehead as well. Back to what I was saying, it's Christmas Eve. What are you guys doing for Christmas? Has anyone got anything exciting planned? We'll be with family at my dad's this year. So a few of the siblings will be together. It'll be nice, we can just play some games and stuff. I've seen actually loads of people have gone away to spend Christmas abroad this year. So it's so weird to me, like, as in, I can't imagine being in a hot country for Christmas. But then obviously Australia, it is their summer now. So they have their Barbie on the beach. Do you want to hear my Australian accent? It's actually really good. Okay. So guys, I'm just gonna blend out my contour now. And I'm just pushing it towards my hairline just to make it look really natural. We don't want it to just look like it's sitting out of nowhere, kind of like that. But we just want to really push it into the hairline so we've got a really natural transition, just like that. And you can't see where it stops or ends. Was that good? I mean, that was quite good. Am I deluded? Probably. So that is just where I've chosen to put my placement for my contour slash bronze. I use Truffle by Westman Atelier. They're just so easy. Sorry, but for me, this for travel is just incredible. It like takes up no room whatsoever. It's teeny, but also that's why I love the foundations as well. Like, they're so small, you just put them in a travel bag and you can basically fit everything. I think their packaging is brilliant for not taking up too much space. But yeah, still getting so much product in them, so very, very smart. I'm going to go now in with my NARS Creamy Concealer, and I'm actually not going to apply that low because we want more of that like rounded effect, because we're really mimicking that goggle look right now. I'll put just a little bit around the nose where we get a tiny bit red, just to clean that all up. And then on the chin, and I'll go in here and just cover this little bad boy. Not so little really, it's actually quite large. So I'll just blend that in. I might leave that to sit actually for a little bit, just because when it sits a bit, it does get more stiff, so then it has a bit more of a hold. Very, very gently, trying to make sure that I keep that quite isolated under the eyes. That's the nice thing about NARS, it literally just melts into your skin. And again, just isolate this near the nose. So that now is to kind of like just take away any darkness. It's a nice natural concealer, so it doesn't look too light and it doesn't look too dark. It literally just blends that perfectly. Now I'm gonna go in with, this is the Multitasker Concealer, and I'm going to just put it on my finger. I just want to place this right in the inner corner, like so, just to keep that really nice and bright there, and almost kind of abnormally bright. That's the look we're going for. And I'm just bringing it down slightly, because then, do you see what I mean? So that will save you having to put too much of a light eyeshadow low down. And this concealer sets so quickly. So guys, just do not let it sit because it won't budge. Just press that in a bit more. Have you seen how that's just brightened that straight away? Press around there just to blend out the edges and try and keep the actual spot at bay. Lovely. Okay, the important part now, choice of blush. I wanted to get something that looked kind of cold, kind of cool, but yet still had a flush of pink, and I decided on the YSL Make Me Blush liquid blush, and this is in it's actually a number, so it's shade 44, but I love this color. I used this for a while actually, and I really did think it mimicked that like coldish look. So I'm gonna just put this across my cheeks, not trying to like lift here, and very importantly across the nose. We're even gonna put the tiniest around the goggles. It's almost like, oh, you got a little bit sunburned, because you know people actually get properly sunburned on the slopes. Okay, so let's blend this out now. And the nice thing I like about this blush is it's very, how can I explain it? It blends beautifully, and it's not too like pigmented. When you really work it in, it kind of like looks like a wash of color. Cute. So as you can see, I'm almost doing it just like that. And you see there, it almost just like brings that all together. I'm just gonna leave this as it is now, and I'm gonna move on to my eyes, and then we'll come back to the skin. Huda Beauty Icy Nude. I have been waiting to use this because I've been so excited. It's just absolutely stunning. So what better way to use it than to do a ski girl makeup look? I mean, stunning, like incredible. First, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna build a tiny base. I'm actually not putting any primer on because these are all really chunky, and I'm gonna use my fingers anyway to press them on. But the ones that I'm gonna use now is just the powders, just to almost set over that area with the eyeshadow rather than using a primer or anything like that. I'm gonna keep to a cool tone. So I'm gonna go in for, where are you? Lavish, just here. And I might mix a tiny bit of, where is it? One Self, which is slightly more grey. So, keeping to the cool theme, I'm actually going to go in with a bit more of the One Self because the Lavish looks slightly warmer on my eyes than in the pan. A little bit of Cold Plunge as well. It's just really building that like real soft, cool toned base. Stunning. That's what cool colors do, they mimic shadows. So if you look at the ground and you look at your shadow, you're gonna look at it as a dark kind of grey, aren't you? That's why it never looks so like false when you go for like neutral tones. I used to only do like greys on my eyes, and then I got sucked in. And I love just like adding it here because it looks so natural in that natural bend of the eye, just to create more of a shadow look and to give that like definition. Do you see there what it's done? It's created that really beautiful shape, but it doesn't look too obvious or fake. That's the magic of cool tones. I'm just building really, really slowly. I'm just gonna leave it as that because I'm obviously not gonna be doing a dark smoky eye. We wanna just focus on that like icy look. I'm gonna go in now with the color called Avalanche. Very timely for a ski look. It's just basically a white matte eyeshadow. And I'm just gonna really dust that over. Very pigmented, so less is more. But can you see how that just brightens that area super quick? And I'm just blending it out. And I'm even going to, so I'm gonna use a bit of Cold Plunge now on the brush, which is more of an ivory shade. And I'm actually gonna bring that down into the concealer and almost set it with that color, because it looks so similar, but it will also brighten it. This is in the shade Cold Plunge. I actually did my first Cold Plunge not that long ago, and oh my God, the feeling it gives you is just amazing, and your body does feel so good after. Like, I highly recommend if you can get to a Cold Plunge. So good for your body and inflammation, and just like bringing it down and shocking the system a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with, oh, we've got options. We've got options. What do? Do I do iced out? Maybe. I think so. Kind of makes sense, right? Yeah. All right, let's go in with my finger. They're very chunky, as you can see. So, yeah. Be gentle, is all I will say. Oh. Oh. And I love that it has like the blue purple reflex. Wow. Wow, so pretty. I'm actually not gonna put more on. I feel like that is enough. Let's just do the same on the other eye. So I kind of like swipe it on and just will remove a bit of the chunks. And then blend it out with my finger. This is the easiest way. I just don't see how a brush, unless you wet it, will pick up this product. Just gonna bring that slightly up. Just like that. Really don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. Look at beauty. Haven't you gone all out? I'm just gonna go back in with Avalanche, which is the white shade, and I'm literally gonna use it for the inner corners. We want that to brighten and definitely give that like ski girl makeup. Having a light inner corner is like game changing for looks like this. But usually I'll go for a shimmer. I'm actually gonna keep it matte. See how much of a difference that makes, and it almost like blends it now into the under eye, so it has more of a seamless blend. These are like such important details that make such a difference. Guys, I am giving you a makeup masterclass today. I love that my eyeshadow now matches my jumper. I am loving that. This is another important bit. We're going to now really lighten under the eyes. And again, I'm going in with Avalanche. And I'm using a brush that will grab a bit more product. Yeah. Just because we really want to like keep this area quite bright. With the mascara, I'm actually just going to keep it on the outer corners for the lower lashes and keep it like a bit more doughy eyed. Now, Anastasia Beverly Hills have brought out these liquid eyeliners. They brought out a lot of shades like burgundy, brown, black, I think like a turquoise. They're a screw as well, which is incredible. So you're not going to be like losing the lid. Love, love, love Anastasia Beverly Hills. They do, and the packaging is stunning. But because it's white, I just feel like I need a little bit, and it's like the perfect look to do it. So I'm actually just gonna add a tiny flick. I'll bring it in slightly. Oh gosh, what's going on my lash? I don't want that. Yeah, I would literally just leave it like that. I'm gonna sharpen it a tiny bit, just with a clean angle brush. Yeah, so it's just a cute kind of detail, like you see it from the side, it kind of goes. I could even put a tiny bit inside here, but I'm just gonna repeat this on the other side again, trying not to make my eyelashes white. This is risky business. Oh my God, I'm even making my hair white. No. It's literally like Tipex, but I really like it. You could do so much with these eyeliners that Anastasia's brought out. Can you see now, after all this time, how much that has kind of like settled, and it just actually looks really nice. I'm gonna do my brows now. I'm gonna use the Kosas, the clear. I'm not gonna fill them in. I really don't want them to look dark. I feel like more of that like natural bushy brow is suited for this look. What I do is I try to get as much product as I can, so I go back and forth with the brush. The Kosas one is a really nice kind of more of a natural brow gel, but it will stay in place once it sets, which is great. You can maneuver them, so like with some of the brow gels that I've used, but that's a positive as well. Like you'll put it in and then you literally can't even let it set for a minute because it will hold, which is what a lot of us do want. But then you get this option too, which is like, you know what, if you're not feeling the brows or you're not feeling the shape, you've got a lot more time to kind of like manipulate and move them around and get them how you want them. We're now going to go in with a bit of powder, and this is just going to go under the eyes. I'm using the Westman Atelier, and it's in like the pink. It's a very light powder and it's more pinky, so it makes that transition from under the eyes really seamless. It also doesn't take away from how bright we've gone. And I'm just going to put a bit on my chin, go under my contour slightly. I mean, I have raved about this powder, but I can't rave about it enough because it's just one of the best setting powders I have ever used, ever. And that isn't me exaggerating. I don't exaggerate. Okay, I do, but like, yeah, I mean it. Let's just go in with a bit of bronzer now. I'm just gonna dust slightly from the hairline. And over where I contoured, so it wasn't obviously like too low, it was kind of higher and just coming more into the cheek rather than going down. You can see how that like literally just builds that color up. This is the Dior, and these are the Couture Illuminizers. Sorry, but the packaging is beyond, it's just beyond. I don't know how to explain it, but it's so beautiful. The gold. I'm going for the shade, oh, this is a limited edition and it's 001. Oh, their highlighters are genuinely, I don't know if you've ever seen the quads or used the quads. They are incredible. I mean, look at that. You're just like, how? So nice. Adding that highlight, especially on the nose, makes it look very cute. Just now going to get my Hourglass palette, and I'm going to go, this is actually the Ambient Butterfly one. I'm going to go in with a tiny bit of the blush, tiny bit. One, I just want it over the nose. These are highly pigmented, so I'm not going to pick up any more. I'm just going to dust over the blush that we have on. The mascara, like I said, I'm just going to pop a tiny bit on the outer corners. To be fair, if I used white, it would probably look really cool, but I don't have that. Just almost fanning them outwards. That is literally it. Like, I'm going to keep this all nice and bright. I've removed what I had on. I had a little bit of liner. And I'm just going to really gently line my lips with this Kosas. It's in the shade Beyond. I am going to go in with the Benetton Real Natural Red. Looks like your lips have been rubbed with like a berry. So pretty. But as you can see, I haven't overlined my lips this time. As in, like, I haven't coloured them in. I haven't made it too defined or too intense. To finish that, I'm going to go in with the new sticks. These are the Hydrating Peptide Lip Butters. It's got shea and avocado in. I love these. So these are the limited edition ones. They come in a packet of 3 now. All colours are insanely beautiful. They have this, like, sparkle to them that is insane. And they're a lip butter. Which is amazing, and they truly do hydrate. I was using the versions that were not sparkly or shimmery before, and I just literally had it in my bag always because I love the formula. But this, the way that these shine, I wanted to go for something again like a bit icy, a bit nudish, got the reflex in it that's a bit bluey to go with the eyes. It's like a cooler, but look at that shine. Like, I put one on the other day when I was out for my birthday, and my friend was like, what is that? And I need it. Because she was like, I've never seen anything so glossy. And it's not even a gloss. But I think it's just the particles and the way that they catch the light is just stunning. And plus, if you are actually on the slopes, you definitely don't want your lips to dry out, because it is just like that feeling when you're like, yeah, not the one. Okay guys, so that is my take on ski girl makeup. I hope that you like it. I actually really love it. Let's just put on a little touch, a little bit more of a full picture with, you know, the earmuffs and make it look really make it look the part. But what do you think, guys? Is this something that you would wear? Would you try this yourself? Let me know. I'd love to hear if you like to be a bit more adventurous with your makeup. And still though, it's still so wearable. But I really like it. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and you learned some tips and tricks, even just to take into your everyday makeup routine. I hope that you have an amazing Christmas, whatever you are doing. Just remember the real reason for this season. It is Christmas, and it is truly all about Jesus, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have Christmas. So yeah, if you don't know him, then maybe find out who he is, because that is honestly the greatest gift. No matter the presents, the greatest gift is Jesus Christ. So don't think about calories, eat whatever you want. I'm about to get my hot chocolate. Wherefore art thou, hot chocolate? Please comment on things that you'd like to see in the new year, and just let me know, because I'd love to hear what you think. And yeah, the most important is you guys at the end of the day. So let me know, and I really appreciate all your support. Thank you so much as well for joining me on my YouTube journey as I started it this year. So I just hope that it goes from strength to strength. Have a wonderful and blessed season. Sending you loads of love. Mwah. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and turn your notifications on. Thanks so much, guys. Merry Christmas.